everyone, Alexa here from Homestead, and today I'm going to show you how to make apple butter in your crock pot slow cooker. This is an easy recipe that uses a lot of your apples that if you have extra from picking this season, and you can make apple butter to give to your friends or family and enjoy yourself. You will need about 13 apples depending on the size. We are not going to peel the apples, we're just going to chop them up using the skins. So you can do either way. I prefer to do that to get the nutrients from the skin, but if your apples aren't organic or you don't know where they're from, you might want to peel the skins off. So about 13 apples, and then we're gonna use a bunch of spices including cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla extract, molasses, clove, ground clove, and some turmeric. You'll also want some organic dark sugar, organic white sugar, and a lemon. You'll also need salt. So we're going to chop up these apples and put them in the slow cooker with the sugar and the spices, everything except for the vanilla extract. And we're going to slow cook that for 10 hours with the crock pot. After 10 hours, and you're going to stir occasionally to keep mixing everything during that time. After 10 hours, we will take the lid off, add the vanilla, and then cook it without the lid for another 2 hours. After that, you will use either an immersion blender or empty the contents into a bowl and use a hand mixer to mix everything again. So with the slow cooker, when it's done cooking, it will just go to a warm setting. So if you are asleep or at work when the 10 hours is up, it will just keep your apple butter on warm. So for example, right now it's 1 o'clock, so when this goes off, we will be asleep. So it's just gonna stay on warm, which is actually fine. It will just make all the more flavor and thickness in your apple butter, which is perfect. Apple butter is really easy to make. It's a lot like making applesauce, only you cook it for longer and it's just a really thicker consistency. There's actually no butter in apple butter, but it's a really nice spread for bagels, toast, things like that. So I have my chopped apples in my slow cooker, and next I'm going to add all of the spices and the lemon. I just put the apples in the crock pot on a manual low setting, and for me, they're gonna be actually cooking for about 18 hours. And in about several hours, I'll probably open it up and give it a stir and check on the consistency. Okay, so I just opened up my slow cooker with the apple butter. Now it needs to be blended. You can use an immersion blender if you have one. I'm gonna use this handheld blender, but I've got a whisk attachment, so it'll be a little more gentle and I won't be scraping the sides of my pot. So based on my taste test, I don't think this needs any vanilla extract at all, so I'm going to just cover it. I'm going to do a low heat cooking for another 2 hours just to solidify everything, and then it should be done. So you can taste test. If you want to add vanilla, you can add more lemon. I love it because you can really customize it to whatever you like. So I've got this on low. I'm going to do a couple hours, test it at that point, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to some cans for gifts. We have a fall dinner party we're going to go to tomorrow, and it'll make a really nice host gift. And then we're gonna enjoy it on some sourdough pancakes, English muffins, and it's gonna be so good. Well, I hope you enjoyed this easy farm-to-table apple butter recipe. If you're new to my page, make sure you like my page and follow Duval Homestead. I post weekly, simple organic farm-to-table recipes and homesteading ideas. As always, please feel free to share this video with anyone you think would like this recipe, and thank you for sharing in our homestead.